Thank you. I'm Dr. Ajay Gambhir from Vaccine India and from Delhi Medical Association. Uh, we will be talking today on the immune system on the children and the susceptibility of the coronavirus for the children. And this has been the season start, and everyone has been was expecting third wave by end of the July, which luckily has not come. And the prediction was that a lot of children would be affected. So number one issue is why immune system is it different in the children? Our children are more susceptible for coronavirus, or the adult, or they are less susceptible. You know the COVID-19 coronavirus disease, which was found in 19, that the name has been given by the WHO, is a novel coronavirus. It is different than coronavirus, which normally exists in our mouth, in our nose, and it has modified, and it has been found that a lot of children are getting affected by it. They are not getting diseased, they are not getting admission. So we must understand that, and so far which has been found from the data which has been seen from UK, USA and Israel, which has been the main places where we are collecting the data, that it has affected the children less in severity, less in number, less in mortality, and less in morbidity. So what are the reasons? Children has a two type of immunity, which everyone has it, innate and adoptive. Children are more robust because their innate immunity, which starts from their nostrils, the adenoids, the tonsils, the thymus, the spleens, and the other adenoid glands, lymphatic tissue, and their response are immediate. When the children response is immediate, they are more protective as for adult. And we have found, and more study in the immunity have seen that children can easily take care of the coronavirus because of many reasons. They already have a coronavirus, that could be one. The ACE receptor sites are very less in the hospital admission. Even during the peak of the endemic, admission rate was 24%, and hardly 10% of the children required mild oxygen, and 2% of children were on required the ventilator and the other support in the sense. What are the factors which affect in the immune preparation? Most of the time, it is supported by all acquired immune deficiency, which is not there in children. Some children have a congenital immune deficiency where the T cell and B cell functions are deficient. Only in those children, or the children which are immunocompromised because of drug, are not able to form the antibodies. Otherwise, the response in the children is very quick. And the factor which other influences the children are the breastfeeding, the nutrition, and though some theory had come that in the BCG vaccine, there is a stimulation of the T cells, and that also helped. That has not been proved, but now we have seen that the ACE receptors and the binding proteins and the protective antibodies are in the children's are formed very well, and they remain for a long. What we have seen in the variant, early coronavirus, the first last year, we have a very little information or a data, but we saw very less number of children or adolescents were affected. But later on, we saw that subsequently, when the variant had come, whether it was a variant of interest or the variant of concern, we saw even those the children were affected, but the impact of the disease was not much. So even the variants are there, though the children may have got the infection, they produce the antibodies, and the previous infection and the previous immunization are helping the children to produce a lot of antibody. So during the third wave, The question is coming, how should we take care of the children? Taking care of the children is not different than the adults. The hallmark is the inflammation. The inflammation is of the epithelial. And once there is an inflammation of the epithelial, it will affect my nose, lungs, and the endothelial, the blood vessels. So thromboembolic phenomena, which are seen more in adults, are seen less in the children, though the process is same, and it can easily be documented by the CRP levels, by D dimers and IL-6, and the ratio between the polymorphs and otherwise. In the children, the treatment lines are the same as adult, but most of the children are not suffering from diabetes and hypertension or other comorbidities. So the things are quite easy. And what we are seeing now these days is that children are coming positive with fever after 1 month, while their parents got in the last month. So this is known as MIS, multi-organ inflammatory syndrome. There was a mild infection to the child, maybe had a fever or maybe nasal discharge, which was undetected. Parents did not go for any test, but in next month he started getting a fever, and the children are coming with the features of small inflammation in the lungs, in the liver, or in the heart, or maybe ulcer type in the form of a mild myocarditis. So all these things can easily be detected and can be treated by IVIG and also mild steroids. Most of the children do not require any treatment, but will have to follow it. So we should not be bothered about the third wave. Are children less susceptible to COVID or coronavirus? I will say yes. The reason I have informed you, because of their immunity, because of their innate immunity and the ACE receptors. The part of the immune system I have informed you are the innate and adaptive, and the all children, it will depend upon their nutrition and the genetic makeup. So genetic makeup, the transfer of the antibodies from the mother matters in first 6 months. My conclusion will be children have to be protected. The appropriate behavior and the physical activity has to be started. The mental activity has to be started, because the other problem which is coming are they are becoming introvert, and as they are not going to school, and the issue of the immunization in children. So again, it depends upon the immunity between 12 to 18 or less than 12. So that is another question. So giving immunization to the children up to 18 is one question. Giving children to the immunization less than 12 is another question. And the other debate is coming, that should we immunize children less than 6 or 7 years, or should we allow, because most of the disease has been seen in the children more than 9 years. So these are the questions we will like to debate and answer more. And as the data is coming, we'll be able to settle it along with the data. Thank you very much.